Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Banished on hard mode. I of course am your host Alex and you are listening to FCOG Gaming. Last episode was pretty rough. I will say that. We went from 30-something population of adults down to 20. I do think that spiral is now under control. We're starting to store up some food again, which is great. We do have one house that doesn't have any firewood, which doesn't seem to make sense since we have some stored firewood. So hopefully they'll be grabbing that relatively shortly. And yeah. So we are definitely short on iron, but we do have some marked for pickup here, which it looks like some people are at least working on. We were able to get sheep last episode, which I think I'm gonna drag that down to 6, just to kind of hurry up our food production there. Let's see here. Let's kind of tweak our tailor as well. So hopefully we'll be able to rebound on our population a little bit. I think I don't really want to take away from food production. But we're kind of limited on what we have as far as manpower, for obvious reasons. At least we do have some children being born, which is great. And I think I'm going to just speed up time here and wait for some adults to come of age. And hopefully we have enough food to support all of that. Let's see here. We do have a trading ship coming in, which is always good. Let's go ahead and pause for right now. And all they have is hide kilts, which I'm not really interested in. We have a decent amount of clothing stored, so I don't really feel like we need that. Let's go ahead and dismiss them. Just kind of overseeing everything. Everything looks relatively okay right now. Somebody died. Old age. I can live with old age. Old age is better than starving, I guess, depending on your point of view. Alright, so we do have one laborer. Do I want to replace him as a gatherer? Or do I want to just have him as a general labor? I think I might just leave him as general labor and get that iron cleared out that I marked earlier, kind of taken care of, so that our blacksmith can catch back up on tools, because I definitely don't want to run out of tools. And it looks like everybody else is fairly busy. Let's see here. Looks like we're out of leather. Let's switch back to wool. See if we can produce anything else there. Alright, we've got a couple other laborers here. That's great. We'll put one of them as a gatherer. And let's get... I don't know if I really need to start working that mine yet. But let's put one of them as a stone cutter here. And yeah, we'll just have the other one be a general laborer. I probably should replace that tradesman too. Right there. And our reserve of food is going up, which is always good. Always good to see that, especially right before winter. Where are we at? We're at 5 of 6. So that's cool. Should be getting some lamb chops here relatively shortly, which is always nice. A little extra food to move everybody along. We do have some wool being produced, which is great. Alright, and let's move one of, well, never mind. I was going to move that laborer to the tradesman position, but that apparently is no longer an option. I'm going to tweak the inventory here a little bit. Let's bring the hide coat down, and let's get 20 of the wool coat as well. I'm not sure exactly what the price difference is on that, but we'll find out. Alright, so we do have an extra laborer now. Let's go ahead and make them a trader, get that inventory sorted out. We have a child. That's great. The herbalist died, which isn't great news, but that's not really a high priority. Really wish that iron would start getting knocked out. We should probably think of getting another forester or two as well, just to kind of help out with all that. Let's see. Reserve firewood is low. Of course it is. 0. It is spring though. That should help balance that out. I have a couple cold houses, but I have a feeling it'll all be alright. What are we at here? Wool coat. Let's switch back to hide. And we are getting caught back up with our tools, which is great. Oh, come on, children. It's so many single people houses. It's kind of annoying. I wish some of them would, you know, shack up with each other. Start making babies. Alright, so we do have another laborer. Let's go ahead and make them a herbalist. We have two laborers, actually. So let's leave one as a laborer right now. And we can make the other one the herbalist. I'll start collecting medicine, which is always great. How are we doing on our trade inventory? Looks like we're actually caught up, except for the wool coat. Which is coming in, so that's great. Go ahead and close them out. Let's switch back to wool coat. There. Another laborer. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave a couple people as laborers until this iron gets cleared out, and then we can switch them back over to either work the mine or the stone place. Warm coat. 20. I don't know. I don't really think I need those either. What can I request? Not really too much to request. So I'm just going to dismiss them. There we go. We've got 4 children born right back to back. That's great. That's going to help sustain our population. All sorts of good things. Hopefully they don't eat too much. But we do have a good reserve of food up here, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. Let's see here. This iron sure is taking a long time to clear out. I don't really like that. We do need a builder to finish off this road. Once he finishes that off, he'll act as a laborer, so that doesn't really concern me too much. I'm just going to keep switching back and forth between leather coat and wool coat until we reach the limit of our clothing, and then I'll switch over to warm coat and start selling those off for a little bit more profit. Do need another forester, it looks like. Let's go ahead and pump one of those guys up to forester. Like I said, that builder, once he gets done with this road, he'll start acting as a laborer, so I'm not really too concerned about that. We're just kind of in dire need of logs right now, which is affecting our firewood, which is affecting our overall warmth, which is not good. You definitely don't want people dying of cold, which, yeah, I just flashed. Somebody was very cold. It's not great. Not a great situation. Okay, one of our gatherers died. That's I know that'll happen. We have plenty of children coming up to kind of replace them. Okay, so we do have a laborer. I'm going to try and keep a laborer in reserve and see if I can just keep him there until somebody else becomes an adult. We really need to get that iron out of there because we are starting to run low on tools, which again is less than ideal. Alright, looks like we picked up a little bit more iron. So we're working on tools, that's great. One of the fishermen died. So there goes our laborer. That's okay. I'll forgive him. I guess you can die. Just kind of overseeing everything, waiting for everything to basically get back to normal. After that rough couple years that we had where everybody starved to death, it was kind of kicked to the nuts. Let's see, we have cattle. Do I want to trade for cattle? How much can I get for all this stuff? 600. You know, I'm gonna pass on the cattle. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have that for food, but I just don't have the manpower right now for another herdsman, which sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Plus, I'm just not producing enough stuff right now to justify spending that much on on it. Alright, so how are we doing on here? We're full, which is great. That means, yeah, that means we are producing some food, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and switch back over to leather. And once that fills up, I'm going to switch over to warm coat. And hopefully we can sell that for fun and profit. Okay, so how's this iron coming? Iron? Getting a little bit of iron? No, not so much. This is kind of getting ridiculous. Just low on all sorts of supplies. We have no children coming of age recently. which just sucks. This is just sucking for right now. Alright, at least our woodcutter's working away. That's good. It makes me feel a little better about these houses running out of firewood, because at least that means that there's more on the way. I might up his limit to 500 here. That way he's working all the way through the summer. And since we don't have stone houses right now, I think that might be a good call. Since, yeah, they're probably going through quite a bit of firewood through the winter. Alright, so we have an adult laborer. That's great. Maybe this iron will finally start disappearing. I guess it is, you know, slowly making its way out of there. It's good to see that our food has somewhat recovered. I think our limit's at, what, 500? Or 5,000, I mean? Yeah, so still got quite a ways to go before we reach our limit. However, that does make me feel a little bit better about everything. Just kind of taking it slow, trying not to overextend myself like I did last time. Which I think that was my biggest problem, was I just grew too fast and my food production couldn't really support it. Alright, so we have 2 laborers. Where do I want to put the second one? Probably... I could probably replace this gatherer, or I could make another forester, which I think I might do that. Oh, somebody died. Barth the Gatherer ate some poisonous berries and died. Kind of makes me wonder about the quality of gatherers that we had. What's the screening process? Exactly. The herbalist died again, and we are not doing very well as far as keeping people alive, which is unfortunate. But anyway, we've got... Wow. We've got some herbs. That'll be enough to last us until somebody else comes of age. Come on. I feel like we need another house or something. Or, you know, if some of these old maids would just die. I mean, that's what bugs me about this game, is you have people that are of childbearing age, like this lady, that can't move because these people just occupy the houses. Okay, bean seeds. I would love to start farming. I really would love to start farming. I just don't have the means to do it right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dismiss you, buddy. I appreciate the thought, but yeah, I can't do it. Okay, so I have an extra laborer. That's great. And our iron. Okay, the iron's out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this laborer a miner. Well, we have 4 laborers. Awesome. So I'm going to have 2 miners, 2 stonecutters, a general laborer, and that's going to be great. Let's go ahead and see what we can do as far as picking up iron. It just seems to be lying around. Looks like that got picked up. Is this iron or stone? That's iron. So let's go ahead and collect that. Here's some iron. Let's go ahead and collect that. We'll just try and keep these people busy. The general laborers, anyway. With kind of stockpiling that. What? What does what? What's that mean? Oh, they don't have tools. Oh no, that's really bad. That's really not a good thing. Let's just mark all the iron I can find for pickup. We connected there. We are. Okay. Mark that for pickup. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I suppose you can't mine without tools. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, he's out of iron. Let's go ahead and switch these guys over to one coat at least. Okay, we had a forester die, which sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take these miners off, and we're gonna focus on getting the iron that that's laying on the ground out of, well, off the ground. There we go. So we have a little bit of iron, 1 unit. Wow. Hopefully we'll start getting a little bit more, and our blacksmith can start working. It'd be really nice if we got a trader that had some iron on it. I'd be really happy with that. Alright, so we're out of iron again. And let's see here. I am going to get stock up on 20 warm coats as well. Alright, so we do have an extra labor. Hopefully that will translate into them clearing out that iron, which would be great. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing. So that's good. That's definitely a good thing. And then we can make tools. All sorts of good stuff. Alright, merchant. I think we'll deal with this merchant, and then I'm gonna make an end to this episode. Iron, awesome. Let's get all the iron. Okay, and then we can trade off our warm coats. We need 125. It's just, oops. 3 logs. I'll overpay by 1, but that's fine. Okay, so got some iron anyway, so that's a good thing. One of these laborers I'm going to turn into the herbalist. And let's go ahead and just use up the wool. Alright, so things are starting to look up anyway. We've got an excess of logs and firewood, stone and iron, especially once we get these iron deposits cleared out. That'll be great. I have a hunter's lodge nearby there? It's kind of far away. Huh. Whatever. Alright, so I think we're actually in decent shape right now. Producing enough food, which is great. Getting caught back up on tools, which is awesome. We have a reserve of stone. We've got a reserve of iron. Alright, kind of a slow episode, but yeah, I didn't really want to take too many risks as far as, you know, overextending myself. It felt like, you know, we had everything in place to where we could just balance back, you know, to where we were, which I think worked out well. So, all right, with that, I think I am going to put an end to this episode. And I think my voice just cracked. And yeah, if you liked this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more of this type of thing from me, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, take care of yourselves out there, and thanks for watching.